Okay, guys, we're live. CashX Chronicles 8. We're talking about the NFTs being live. So we did hear about Cash's NFTs in the last video. There has been, well, firstly, they're live, but there has been more revelations about the mechanics, exactly what's involved, of which, Cash, you're going to run through it now, aren't you, matey? So, dude,
Definitely.
The NFTs are live. Tell us all about it.
All right, so yeah, the NFTs are live. They're 110 US dollars plus 1.5 million PLS. 35 has been minted already, so almost 10% of them in the last like hour and a half.
Wow.
And so yeah, basically, when you mint the NFT, $80 goes towards the NFT, and $30 goes towards GSX. So you're getting two projects. You're getting the NFT, which is going to be stakeable. It's going to have its own treasury, and 50% of the cash flow that's generated will be paid out to the NFT stakers in UPLS, and 50% of the cash flow compounds to grows the treasury. So you're also getting
UPLS. Did you say? So just to break it down there, if I buy an NFT from you, what I'm going to be earning? I'm going to be earning UPLS from it. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're going to take that NFT, you're going to stake it, and then the revenue that the treasury generates, 50% of that is going to feed the revenue pool. So that revenue pool is going to be UPLS. I told you that was going to originally do a DAI, but since the markets are at the bottom and the DAI is going to be like a constant 185 day pool. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to make it UPLS. So when the market pumps, the value that's sitting in the contract dripping out is going to pump, and also UPLS is validator staked PLS. So that UPLS is growing in terms of PLS. So it's better for the user. That's why I decided to do that. So also, so when you mint the NFT, you'll get an airdrop at the end of minting. You'll get an airdrop of GSX. $30 worth as well. GSX is going to have its own treasury, and there's also a SAC for GSX going on right now. 5 PLS per 1 GSX. GSX mechanics are going to work like this. There's going to be a 8% tax. 4% goes to the treasury as usual. We compound, we expand investments, buy and burn, and revenue share for both NFT pool and its own single stake pool. 0.5% will buy and burn CashX, 0.5% buy and burn DistroX, 0.5% burn DivX, 0.5% burn GSX, and same thing, the 0.5% all the way through for reflections of all 4 tokens. So it will reflect CashX, GSX, DivX, and Distribution X. And cash flow from that treasury, so 25% compounds into investments, 25% buys and burns, 25% goes to its own single stake revenue share pool, which is going to pay out PLSX, and 25% goes to the NFT staking pool in the form of UPLS.
Okay, got some questions then. So, Cash, if I buy an NFT, I've got my one NFT, and if the WoW comes in and buys, say, 200 of them, am I going to be completely diluted by that WoW in terms of revenue share?
No, you can't get diluted because each NFT has its value at the start, and everything goes into the pool, and whatever comes out, if you have 1 or if you have 10 or if you got 100, each NFT pays a certain amount. So whatever NFTs are bought or staked into the pool, all that money is divided. So 1/100th of the pool would be yours, or 10%. If you have 10% of the NFTs would be yours. So no, you're not diluting anybody. You're not getting diluted.
Awesome. That's excellent. Now, so with this $110 to buy an NFT, I will also receive $30 of Grand Slam X, or final token, which for all of us listening, if we know the other tokens, every release there's a 1% increase on the tax because it also buys and burns and reflects itself. So this is sitting at 50%.
Yes.
But with that NFT, I'll get that GSX, and that will actually then be dripping, reflecting itself, DistroX, DivX, and CashX. So 4 coins I'll be earning reflections on from just this one sacrifice for the NFT, or mint the NFT. With that, the treasure
or you can single stake it to earn revenue share in PLSX.
Yeah.
And there will also be farms as well, right? So you're going to be able to earn more of it in farms. And once again, all tokens are 100% deflationary.
Oh, excellent. So yes. So with farming then, that's a new point. With any new farms you're going to create, is it all rewards in GSX, or is there going to be some farms to farm your GSX and make, PLX, for example, and get another coin like Distro or DivX, or is it just all going to be GSX?
Okay. So GSX will have the single stake pool. GSX rewards will be about 8 farms, maybe 10 farms rewarding GSX. And then there will be 2 farms that reward DivX and 2 farms that reward Distribution X. So we can expect about 12 to 14 new farms.
Fantastic. Okay, excellent. That answered that question, didn't it? Brilliant. So we've got a lot more farms to park our value in. I for one, am just still, and unfortunately, if you look at the charts, it's not pretty at the moment for Pulse Chain in general. But every day I'm going over to my farms and I'm seeing that actually I'm earning something. Nexium guys have added some more features so I can see my value of my LPs, and they're staying strong. And it would seem like one of the only things in Pulse Chain at the minute that is just a head above, not even just head above water, it's actually thriving. So I'm really glad to hear there's going to be more opportunity for me to earn in the farms. So there's going to be 2 staking. I can single side stake my NFT for UPLS, and I can single side stake token that I'm also going to be getting for PLSX.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Okay, bud. The NFTs are live, aren't they? So I've got the website up. Should we have a look at who made it? Was it so Matt in Bali made the NFT?
So Matt in Bali designed the NFT pictures. He did a really good job. They're really good quality. They look really, really nice. And Ryan, he did the website and the contract, deployed it for me.
Gotcha. I can see it. I've had a look. It looks fantastic. So we've got it up on the screen now. It's telling us 13 days, 18 hours, 46 minutes. So there is this isn't. We're going to mint until we've minted all 369. We've got 2 weeks to play with this, haven't we?
Yeah.
Cash. What happened?
When the clock runs out, the NFT minting is over. Whatever NFTs have not been minted, they'll be destroyed. And if it sells out before the 14 days, then it will go live, and GSX will go live too. GSX SAC finishes when NFT minting finishes. So if the NFTs sell out, let's say today, then GSX SAC is over as well, and everything goes live. If it's 2 weeks, then in 2 weeks, everything will go live.
Okay, matey. Excellent. So let's say, yes, so best case scenario, it sells out. So we know there's 369 NFTs. If we just take a minute to look through some of these fantastic images. I'd say I've never really ventured into NFTs, and I'm not really interested. But say this obviously is a very different kind of project. And some of these images are fantastic. I've got a question I asked just before. Actually, we don't usually ask any questions before the record button, but I did just say to you, I want to pick a certain one, but you don't pick, do you? It's random.
No,
now
that's random. The contract mixes them up and shoots out a random one to each user.
Do you get in your image? So we're looking at this crazy frog at the minute. It says that it's number 299. I know I can't pick, but let's say I randomly get given 299. I will get this image. Do I get the little number in the top left? Is that part of the image? Do you know? Is that how you know?
You'll have NFT number 299.
Yeah. And so is that in its file name in your wallet, or is it in the image? Do you know? I'm just asking questions. I'm new to NFTs.
If it's what? Sorry, say that again.
I'm very new to NFTs. Is that number actually part of the image? It's just my question being, let's say we don't print all 369. Would I see 299 out of 369, even though there isn't 369?
Yeah, you would have image 299 out of 369 images. Whatever images are not minted would be destroyed, and some would be missing. Right? They wouldn't be there.
Yeah. It's okay. So it's all, yeah. I'm just thinking in the terms of like Pokemon cards. You want to collect them all. It wouldn't change the total. There is 369 out there. We want them all printed. If that doesn't happen, it will just be they'll be missing in action in that sense. Okay. So we're going through. So let's say I haven't got my wallet connected, but all I do is I press mint and then I'll go through the process. Below here we've got. You've mentioned it, but we've got some stats here. We've got 36 minted now, so that is virtually 10%. Now, I've got a question for you, and please, by all means, tell us you don't want to reveal the information or anything. We know from what you're telling us that the PLS raised will go to buying and burning the coins.
Okay,
My question to you, Cash, are you going to wait until everything's finished and then start using that, or are you going to start doing it now?
No, we're going to wait until everything is done, until NFT minting is done, and then when we launch, and then we're going to pair the LP, we're going to put up the farms, and then right after that, when we go live, the buy and burns will go into effect. And so it's 110 EDI to mint to NFT plus 1.5 million PLS. So the 80 EDI goes to the NFT treasury. $30 of the EDI goes to the GSX treasury to purchase PLS for that treasury, and the user gets a $30 airdrop. So you're getting two projects in one. And then the 1.5 million PLS that is also that cost them into NFT. So 333,333 will buy and burn CashX. The same amount will buy and burn DistroX. The same amount will buy and burn DivX. And then 500,000 PLS of that goes to the GSX treasury as well.
Awesome. So, for me personally, I'm interested in these NFTs, but I'm also interested in CashX and the whole system. So perhaps if someone's watching and maybe they're on the fence about the NFTs, just know that there's going to be a substantial buy and burn event in a couple of weeks. So you may want to position yourselves in CashX or the other coins to front run that price surge. And I think you also said something similar about getting into farms, didn't you?
About what, sorry?
You said something similar in the Telegram about positioning yourself now in the farms.
Yes,
because
exactly, in the farms too, because as the ratios go up and more PLS or more ink to pair with CashX or DistroX, because our ratios keep outperforming, right? We're outperforming basically all core coins.
Yes, we are. I mean, we jumped straight into talking about that. But if you don't know the current price, just go and check them out. We are basically at all-time highs against PLS with virtually all-time highs with all of the coins, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here, I've just scrolled down a bit further. If I was to connect my wallet, we can see the history of people, what ones have been minted, can't we? People are purchasing one. You've got it's a bit small. Let's see if I can make it a bit bigger. Yeah, it tells you which one. So the last one to be minted was number 36. Is that right? Because it's going. It looks like it's going in order. I think that is just the 36th one then, which it'd be a random actual NFT.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, 36 of them have been minted so far, right?
Yes, so that's not telling us which exact image has been taken, but 36 so far. Okay, well, go back to those stats. I mean, how long has it been live? I woke up to this and it was live. So how many hours does it say? Let's work it out. 6 hours. Coming up to 6 hours on the website.
Yeah.
So
5 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah.
That's a good start. I'm pretty sure I could probably guess from some of the excitement in the chat who some of those people are, but some of those people live in a time zone where they're probably still asleep. So we can expect this.
Yeah, a lot
really
of people still sleeping in North America.
Yeah, precisely. Okay, Cash. Now, what's this other button here? The stake. Is that part of the website? Is that going to be how we stake the NFTs?
Yeah. So what's going to happen is there'll be a so when the NFTs are done minting, there'll be a NFT staking pool on Nexion, and then it will also be added to our website, to our CashX ecosystem website. So you'll be able to go to Nexion. You'll be able to stake in the pool there. You'll be able to come here, click stake, and it will take you right to the staking pool where you can stake, or you can go directly to our CashX ecosystem website, and the staking pool will be there as well.
Cool. Okay, it's good to have those options, isn't it? In which case, if Ryan's adding it to the website, then we've also got that as an IPFS version, so people can run it themselves on their own computers. Which for me, I love that idea of not being beholden to a website going down. So excellent, brilliant.
And then let me just say, so once again, when we launch, all treasuries will be pausing buy and burn for 48 hours as usual when we do a launch, and all treasuries will be compounding cash flow into investments to grow the treasury. And then revenue share will start 48 hours after launch for GSX, and revenue share for NFTs will start right away, basically. But just a reminder, we have to deploy the treasury for it to start earning. So allow approximately 2-3 weeks as usual to fully deploy the treasury, and the staking pool for the NFT will be at a constant 185 days. So just like DivX single stake where you're earning HEX, you're going to have to allow 185 days for the full APR to be displayed there. Remember, the APR starts at 0. There's 0 rewards. And as the treasury deploys cash into investments and starts harvesting those investments, 50% gets compounded, 50% goes to the staking pool, right? So yeah, just allow a little bit of time for treasury to be deployed and stuff like that too, right? And then I'll just point out, so our investments for basically everything will be in HEX, basically in HTTs and stuff like that. So when PLS does a 10x SAC, let's just say we sell out the NFTs and we have, let's say, a $40,000 treasury. And when PLS hits a 10x SAC price, HEX always outperforms on the way up. We can expect a massive multi-million-dollar treasury at that point. So at that point, when we convert the treasury back to stables, it will be deployed. All the stables will be deployed across chain on multiple different chains into B3 liquidity that will print us stable coins. Those stable coins will be bridged into Pulse chain, and the NFT pool and all the other pools will have a DAI revenue share stake. So you would stake for DAI basically. And at that point, when we got millions of dollars in the treasury, you can expect approximately maybe $800 to $1,000 per year just off one NFT at that point, right? When the chain does all these X's, right? So as the chain moves up, the revenue share grows as we're earning more money, more value, right?
Sure. And we've talked about it. Well, you've discussed these numbers before, and that's about the third time that I've heard you say about $1,000 a year per NFT. So it sounds like you're very confident in your maths that that's the case. Which is
it's just a matter of calculations, right? If you got $40,000 of HEX and HEX does a fucking 100x, you got $4 million, right? If HEX does a 200x, then you got $8 million in the treasury, right? So it's simple calculations. You know what I mean?
For sure. Well, it all sounds extremely exciting. When you said about the staking and the APRs, absolutely. I've found it's not even really, don't even really pay any attention, much heed to the number of the APRs until we reach that 185 days. But if you want to know what you can get, you can see how much the rewards are in there, and then you can see how much it's paying out each day. So you can work out what you're going to be receiving, but you'll find what I've found by looking at the DivX with the PHEX stake. That's just increasing, isn't it? Just keep adding to it. The treasury keeps adding rewards. There's over 100, about 150,000 hex has been added to it now, isn't it?
Yeah, and about 21,000, I think, has been paid out to users already. 21,000 hex so far, and we just finished deploying the treasury about like 5-6 days ago, fully deployed. So now it's really kicking up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of which we're going to. That's just going to when this launches. That's another opportunity for all those treasuries to compound and grow. So it's all looking rosy, mate, isn't it? It's all looking really good.
Yeah, GSX will put a lot of buy pressure on the other coins as it's built in for the buy and burn. So it will buy and burn the coins. It will reflect the coins, and it's got to buy CashX. It's got to buy DistroX. It's got to buy DivX to do all that, right? So it's just added buy pressure and removing more coins out of the ecosystem. You know what I mean?
Yes. Now, we've seen that with the buy pressure that DivX gave, then the buy pressure that distro, then DivX. It is working. It's like a flywheel, isn't it? It is making the buy pressure on all of those coins where you've got some nice liquidity, good liquidity in all the coins, but also paired to each other as well. Then that's just another sort of play with the R bots feeding the treasury, which adds to the buy burn, which adds to the buy pressure, which just keeps it all spinning around, mate. It's fantastic.
Reflections as well, right?
Yes, I for one will be. Well, I'll be very interested in the staking, but I'm really interested in seeing the GSX just reflect me everything in the ecosystem, which is brilliant. Yeah. Okay.
If you're staked in the single stake pool, in the single stake pool, then you don't get the reflections, right? So you got a choice to make. Do you want to stake in the single stake pool? And if people do stake in the single stake pool, that leaves more reflections for the people who are actually holding the coin. A lot more utility to the coins as well, right?
100%. Sorry, mate. I just had to turn the oven off. I'm back. Okay. Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah. So we haven't. Is anyone in the chat? No, no one's in the chat. So we haven't got any questions from the community. I think we've covered it all because I knew some of this. I've asked the questions along the way. Rack your brains, Cash. Is there anything else you forgot to mention that would be important about this process?
I think we can tell people. So if people are interested in they want to know where they can get in, you can just go to Dex Screener, go to CashX, and then come into the Telegram group, and then you got all the information there in the Telegram group. You got the website for all the farms. You got the website to mint the NFTs. You got the SAC address there for GSX. So just come into the CashX chat. Very easy to find on Dex Screener.
Yeah. We know a lot of people, listening to this. They're already in the system, already in the ecosystem. Got CashX, probably got the other coins, and really, so you're not desperately trying to find new members. We're talking to our tribe now, aren't we? Just say you don't
really care if people come in, man. We don't really care, man. We're gonna win regardless, whoever comes. You know what I mean? And I'll just point out, GSX SAC already about 607 million PLS in there, right? And it just went live maybe like 12 hours ago.
That's something I didn't ask. Say that again. How much has been raised in the SAC for GSX? 100.
So far, 607 million PLS.
Christ, 607 million. Excellent. So that's on its own going to that's shaping up to be a behemoth like the others, let alone the NFTs as well. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
And then remember, 500,000 PLS from each NFT mint will go to that treasury, plus 30 DAI will also go to that treasury from each NFT, right? And GSX also feeds the NFT contract as well. So it's really, really great.
Yeah. So I'm just jumped over to what we got. We've got 54 million in there. 36. So we've got about 18 million PLS from that 36 sales. I'm trying to do some quick. Yeah, you've already got millions to be. Well, okay. Fantastic. So I will put the link into the Telegram in this YouTube if you're watching it there. We do the usual, put a message out for anyone that cares on X. But again, yeah, most people should know how to get involved. If not, though, just reach out in any way you can. The Telegram is the main place to ask questions, isn't it? So we put a link in there as well. So, okay, Cash.
Our whole ecosystem is looking good. Everything is super blessed. Everybody who's sacked, everybody's up nice. The ratios keep climbing. The supply keeps going down. The farms are super printing. And it's like, yeah, we got money makers on our hands here. You know what I mean? We're doing really well, and we're doing better than expected. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%, man. Okay, so I think that wraps up the NFTs. Any closing message do you want to impart to anyone about maybe how purchasing these NFTs if they have problems, or any questions that you may have had which you'd like to just
they just come into the Telegram CashX chat, and they go to the NFT website, and they just approve the DAI, and then they can put in how many they want to buy, 1, 2, 5, 10. And then just click mint, and then it will pop up for you, and then you can open your NFT package and see which NFTs you have. And then when NFT minting is done, the airdrop for GSX will go to NFT holders, to SAC people, and then the NFT staking pool and all the farms and the single stake for GSX will go live, and then the coin will start trading, and then we'll be off to the races, man. People will start earning UPLS. Start earning PLSX, treasuries will be growing, buy and burns will be going fully nicely, and then plus all the PLS that's going to be used, we're going to really pump the ratios even more. You know what I mean?
Oh yes. Now that's reminded me. This will be the last question, I promise. Then we'll wrap it up. So, one of our community mentioned in the Telegram group, and I remember you've mentioned this. So he said, "Oh, I got a pig playing golf or something like that, or I like golf, so I'll be happy to trade." I believe you said there may be the ability to trade NFTs at a later date. Is that correct? Or buy and sell the NFTs? Did you mention that?
Well, right now, I think they're just looking to trade with each other. Yeah, they're looking right now just to trade with each other. But I do have an NFT project, the NFT marketplace, that's going to launch sometime in 2027, maybe late 2027, that people are going to be able to buy, sell, and auction their HSI hex stakes, their OSI oink stakes, and their DSI degen stakes. And then we'll also provide utility on there for to buy, sell, and auction these NFTs as well, right? But that's coming, maybe third quarter 2027.
Okay, nice. Leave us on a cliffhanger, Cash. Fantastic. Okay, then, matey, we're going to wrap this up. So I say thank you very much. I'm very interested to purchase my first NFT. And if I've got any questions, I'll find you in the chat, won't I? You take care of yourself, Cash.
All right. Nice to speak to you, Richard. Love the video as always, brother. You do a great job, man. Thank you so much. The community, we really appreciate you.
Well, listen, this is for us, isn't it? We're just documenting the journey to 10,000x. So I'll look forward to the next video already. You take care, Cash. I'll speak to you soon, buddy. Bye-bye now.